A surprise call for a referendum on the outcome of Greece's bailout talks with international creditors led anxious Greeks to line up outside banks to withdraw cash from ATMs. Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras announced the move in a televised address early Saturday, saying the referendum will take place July 5. He said an emergency session of Parliament later Saturday would be called to ratify the decision. The Prime Minister made the call hours after the latest round of negotiations with European and IMF creditors failed to produce an agreement. Finance ministers from the 19-member eurozone are due to meet in Brussels later Saturday for a last attempt to reach a deal. German Chancellor Angela Merkel told reporters Friday that little time remained to reach a bailout deal for Greece, adding that all efforts must be taken to find a solution. Run on ATMs. Anxiety over Greece's future swelled Saturday, with people lining up outside banks to withdraw cash after Tsipras' call for a referendum. The call for a vote radically raises the stakes in a standoff between Greece and its creditors over the terms for more financial support to the country. Greece's bailout program expires Tuesday, after which it is unclear whether its banks would be able to avoid collapse. The Greek parliament gave Tsipras a standing ovation Saturday afternoon when he arrived. It's due to debate the government's request for a referendum and vote at midnight Saturday, as finance ministers from the 19 euro countries, Greece's main creditors, were gathering to discuss the situation in Brussels. About 50 people, most visibly anxious, were waiting early in the morning outside a Piraeus bank branch in central Athens, one of few that opens on Saturdays. When they found out it wouldn't open after all, an elderly woman in the queue fainted. Across Athens, people started flocking to cash machines just after 1 a.m. local time. Line lengths, and the availability of cash, varied widely. The Bank of Greece assured, in a statement Saturday afternoon, that the flow of cash to ATMs will not be interrupted. Vote on reform proposals. According to Parliament documents, the referendum will ask Greeks to vote on a proposal of reforms that the country's creditors made Thursday. The Greek government rejected it as imposing cuts that are too harsh on the general population. The Greek government said it would recommend Greeks vote no in the referendum. What would happen in that case, whether Greece would have to leave the euro or try to renegotiate more time with creditors, is unclear. Former Prime Minister Kostas Karamanlis broke a long-standing silence and severely criticized the government's foolish choice. The nation's most vital interests demand that the country remains at the heart of Europe. The EU's actual shortcomings do not, in any way, negate this, Karamanlis said. Foolish choices that undermine this principle push the country to adventures, with unpredictable and possibly irreversible consequences. Panagiotis Lafazanis, a senior Syriza minister overseeing the energy sector, environment and agriculture, came out strongly against approving the creditors' proposal. A no will provide a big respite for Greece and the Greek people, he told reporters as he arrived at the parliament. It will be a big yes to a new era of reconstruction and progress. Asked if this would take place inside or outside the euro, he said, "It is you, the media, who pose this dilemma. The dilemma for the people is whether they will live better." Health Minister Panagiotis Karaambli, on the other hand, said that Greece does not want a rupture with Europe. The referendum is part of the negotiation, he said.